Good evening. My name is Kay Swensen. I teach kindergarten at Sankofa Academy. I'm the second vice president of the Oakland Education Association, and I'm serving as the bargaining chair this year. We are pleased that the district is ready to get this collective bargaining process started. As we move forward, we expect to use this opportunity to begin building a renewed relationship between OEA and OUSD. Through mutual respect, shared learning experiences, dialogue with all stakeholders before taking action, and a little give and take, we must come to an agreement about what will be best for Oakland students and the Oakland community. Oakland students deserve no less. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Trish Gorham, president of the Oakland Education Association. In June, OEA sunshined what I believe was a very responsible and reasonable bargaining proposal of their interests. And tonight, I believe the OUSD School Board has given a very responsible and reasonable bargaining proposal of their interests. So now we begin. They're reasonable, they're responsible, doesn't mean we're going to agree on everything, but we are going to recognize respectfully the interests of both parties. I think that's key. And in doing so, we can come to a negotiated agreement, and Director London, President London, I do hope it's speedy. That's my goal. Thank you.
Steve Neat, Kaiser School, OEA First Vice President. I also appreciate that we're starting anew here. We're starting a new year, and I hope we can have negotiations that are, respectful and friendly. And I hope that as we start the negotiations, we can just keep some past lessons in mind about when we're implementing new programs, either through bargaining or in any other way, we think about whether those programs have worked in other districts, what's happened when they were implemented, what does the data say, what does the research say, and we should all be careful not to implement new programs that are not supported in any way, that don't have any basis in fact or experience or common sense, just because we want to see a certain outcome. We don't just kind of jump on the first thing. And I also want us to always keep in mind that I want us to stay away from this is the district versus the teachers. What it is it's both of us working together to come up with the best environment for the students, because the students' learning conditions are the same as the teachers' working conditions. When teachers have to put up with 35 students in a class, the students have to put up with 35 students in a class. When teachers are having demands upon them that are unreasonable, then they're not able to educate students. They don't have the gas in the tank. What we need to do is we need to steer clear of, we want you to do this, teachers, because it's what's best for the kids. It's one and the same. What's best for the teachers is what's best for the kids, and vice versa.
My name is Ben Visnic. I'm the OEA treasurer, and I'm sort of the elder statesman now, I guess. I'll be retiring soon. But I want to share with you some history of the OEA and the teachers of Oakland briefly. And I'm speaking not only to the board, but the community. Over 50% of our members live in Oakland. And if you compare that to other public employees, like the police, for example, who maybe 10 to 15% live in Oakland, the lack of compensation for teachers in Oakland hurts the local economy. We haven't had a raise since the 2007-2008 school year. Our members begin at over $39,000. If you compare that to what other public employees make in Oakland, we end where other employees, the police and the firefighters, begin. I'll repeat that. The teachers of Oakland's compensation ends where the new police and firefighters begin. Think about that for a minute. We are deserving of a large raise, the most the district can afford. And as a trustee of the certificated annuity plan, I want to remind the board and the superintendent that we have our own incentive built into this district that's been temporarily closed down for new employees. It is the certificated annuity plan. It has over $90 million in it. And if you're talking about incentives to keep teachers in Oakland, we need to reopen discussions about that certificated annuity. I think you'll find it a real retention mechanism. And we also need to follow what the community is saying in our tonight. These combination classes, especially in our underserved communities, do not help our kids, and they make teaching much more difficult. So let's work together, and I expect fruitful but tough negotiations. Thank you very much.
Thank you. At this time, I'm going to close the public hearing.